Hi, I'm Cheyenne. Welcome to my channel. Today I thought it would be fun to do a 10 baby names I love but won't be using. I've been seeing these all over Facebook. I know I watched a bunch of them when I was pregnant with both of my sons. With both of their pregnancies, I would watch them. And I thought it would be fun to do my own. Maybe this helps you if you're pregnant and you're looking for a little boy or a little girl's name, or if you just like to watch them like me. So let's get right into it. I will say before we get started, I do have two sons already. Bentley is my oldest son and Maxton is my little baby. He's my youngest. So those are their names. So you kind of get a feel of what kind of names I like. Kind of unique, kind of not. And so we'll start with the girls' names first, and I'll do 5 girl names, and then we'll go on to boys. Since I already have boys, we'll do those last because that's the longest list. And we'll do 5 boys' names I like. So let's get started. The first girl name I love is Elena. I think that is such a sweet little girl's name. Especially we were really big with nicknames in my family. My son Bentley, we call him Benny or Ben, and my son Maxton, we call him Max. And I think this is such a cute little name because you can get the nickname Lena or Laney or Allie even, and I just think it's such a cute name, and you can spell it so many different ways. Elena is just, I think it's just such a sweet name. The reason I will not be using this name is because I actually have a close friend, and her little girl, her name is Elena, so I would feel kind of like a little awkward naming my daughter Elena, and she'd be like, what? So that's the reason we won't be able to be using Elena. The second name, Harlan. I love this name. This name was actually at the top of my baby list recently for girls, but that my husband will not let me use it. I think this name is so sweet sounding, mainly because I have never met a little girl named Harlan. I think that is so cute. It does kind of sound a little like boyish, but I think that makes it so much cuter, because I think little boy names on girls are so adorable. You have the Lyn, so that makes it look feminine, and you can call her Harley. That is such a cute nickname, Harley. I could just see a little girl, being brought home from the hospital and, growing up into this name, and it's so cute, Harley. And then as she gets older, she can become, it works for a baby, and it works for, a grown woman, so I think that's such a cute name. My husband does not like it. He will not let me use the name. He says that it reminds him of the Harlem Globetrotters, but that's just him. So me, on the other hand, there is no reason at all why I would not use this name. I think it is such a cute name, and I just love it. Number 3, Kyrie. This name was actually on the top of our baby list when I was pregnant with my son. It was on the top of our baby list for girls. My husband actually kind of recommended this name, and I fell in love with it the first time I heard it. I thought it was so cute. You can get the nickname Kai. I thought it was such a cute name. I was like, this right here, if we have a little girl, this for sure will be her name. I love it. It's beautiful. And then as time went on and we kept looking at names, it kept getting pushed to the back burner. And then inevitably we had our son Bentley, and then when I got pregnant with our second son, there was other names that I like, so this name kind of just kept getting pushed to the back burner. So that's probably one I will never use, because other names come at, and we like those better. So that will be a name that I will always love, because it was one of those first names when we were picking out, baby names for my first son. And it will just kind of always be kind of like just a sweet name, but I don't think we will ever use it. Number 4, and that is Bellamy. I love this name. Not the entire name. What I love so much about this name is the nickname. You can get Belle or Bella out of this name, and it is Oh my goodness, I think that is the sweetest little nickname. I mean, and they could be names on their own also, but I just think this is the sweetest little nickname. You can see a little baby running around and Bella, and it is so cute. I just love it so much. The nickname is it's very common, but it's so adorable. I don't think, you know, I don't think how many, I don't care how many, you know, little girls I see, you know, run around with this name. It's always so sweet to see a little girl, you know, and you hear her, Bella, come on. I think it's so cute. And of course you can get Belle from it, and that right there automatically reminds you of Beauty and the Beast. And of course, she's beautiful, the cartoon and, you know, the live action. I think it's the name is very beautiful. So the reason we will not be using it is because a couple of reasons why. My son, his name is Bentley, so I just did not want to use names that had the first letter because he is a B. I didn't want to do another B. Everyone in our family, we have a different letter. Mine is C, my husband's A, and then M for Maxton and B for Bentley. So I just thought it would be kind of strange, or I just didn't like the feel of having two B's and the two, you know, same letter names in the family. And that leads us to our last girl name, our fifth girl name, and that is the reason why this name I love but will not be used, and that is Brooklyn. I love this name. My sister actually, before I even got pregnant or anything, had a baby, she actually liked this name. She was like, this name is so sweet. I love this name. This is, you know, this name is Brooklyn. I love this name. And ever since, you know, she mentioned that name, I've kind of always had it in the back of my head. I love this name. If I ever have a girl, I would love to, you know, come across this name and see, you know, see what middle names I could pair up with, and just, and, you know, I love this name. So after having two boys and, you know, just having a Bentley, my husband, he really wasn't too fond of the name, and then it's a B, so we wouldn't be using that one. So that is all for the girl names, and now we will be going on to 5 boy names. So the first one is kind of leaves us with how I left the girl names, is Brody. I love this name. It's so sweet. I worked at a daycare when I was younger, and there was this sweet little boy there. His name was Brody, and when I heard his name, I was like, that is such a cute name. That is such a cute name. I would love to have a little son named Brody running around. And this is actually on the list when I was pregnant with my oldest son, but my husband did not like it whatsoever, and he did not like it at all. And when I got pregnant with my second son, I thought, how cute would it be to have a Bentley and a Brody? And I was okay with having two of the same, you know, letters, but my husband once again did not like it. And now if we have a third little boy, I do not think that I would like it, because we already have a Bentley, and it would just, I wouldn't like it too much. So that is why we will not be using that name. The second boy name is Sullivan. I have so many feels for this name. It's such a cute name, but yes, it's such a grown-up name. I could see a little boy with this name, Sullivan, but yeah, I could see a grown man, you know, with this name, and think, you know, okay, hey, this is a very, you know, stern name. Like, I could see him being very stern in an office, you know, and all that. And also, I could also see a little boy running around with this name. So that is one of the names that I really liked, because I could see a child transitioning with those names. So I really like that one. The reason we will not be using it, for one, of course, if you don't know, Monsters Inc., there is the green little monster. His name is Sullivan, and so that is one reason we will not be using it. The second reason is actually I follow someone on Instagram, and she had a stillborn, and his name was Sullivan, and so I just felt like a little kind of weird if we use that name for our little boy. I felt like you know, that was her name, and, you know, her son. So I just kind of felt like, you know, it was, that name was kind of like on lock, I guess. And I just felt it was so, you know, sentimental. So I really felt weird kind of using that name. My husband, he really wasn't too fond of it either. The third name is Lincoln. I love that name. Before I even got pregnant with my second son, that was actually on the top of our list. But I felt that we already have a Bentley. I don't think I want a Lincoln because they're both car names. So that is the reason we would not be using Lincoln. And so yeah, the next name we liked is Huxley. I totally fell in love with this name the first time I heard it. It was such, I don't know, it was just such a unique name, I guess. And I had never actually met a little boy or even a little girl with this name, Huxley. I thought it was such a cute name. But really quick, I knew that I could not use it because it ends with the L-E-Y and I already have a Bentley. I did not know how it would sound, and I don't think I would like how it would sound with a Huxley. They just sound too much alike. I know some people can do it, but I really didn't like the feel for it. So that's why we would not be using that one. And the last name that I love but will not be using is Maverick. And of course you probably can guess it. It's because so we already have a Maxton. I don't know how I would feel with a Maverick, but this name right here is so adorable. You can come up with a nickname, Mav or Mavy Wavy, or just all kind of Rick. You know, you can grow up and have the name Rick if he doesn't like the name Maverick. I thought it was such a cute little boy and man name. Also, like I said, I could see this being a young child, and then I could also see this being a very proper adult. So that's why I loved the name so much. It was actually on the list when I was pregnant with my second son. It was on the list, very top of the list, kind of up there, because I don't know, for some reason I was feeling the M names when I was pregnant with my second son, and that name, it kind of just got booted out. If you watch Teen Mom OG, or if you've ever watched 16 and Pregnant, there is a lady on there, her name is Macy, and she has a Bentley also, and she had a little boy, I think like maybe a year ago, 2 years ago, and his name was Maverick. So I thought that would be kind of, people would be like, oh, or what? So of course, I know there's a lot of Bentley and Mavericks out there and their siblings and all that before she even had her kids, but I just felt like I wanted something, you know, I liked something that was just me and my family. So that is how we came up with Maxton. But that is the reason we would not be using Maverick. Love the name. It was such a cute name, and if you have a son out there named Maverick, you were so lucky. Love that name. But that is all the names I have today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are pregnant and you watch this because you're trying to get some name ideas, I hope this helps so much. I loved watching these videos when I was pregnant with both of my boys. So hopefully this helped you. Give it a thumbs up. If you like the videos, subscribe if you would like to see more. I try to post at least once a week. Sometimes it doesn't happen. I only have a couple of videos on this channel, but if you enjoyed them so far, definitely leave a comment and let me know what videos you'd like me to do. Subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and hopefully this helped anybody, or hopefully you enjoyed watching. Thanks.